Wow, the boys actually did it. The boys freaking did it. From laying on the mat and about to be dead and about to take the last breath, somehow, some way, they rise off the mat and are back, baby. How about those San Jose baby Sharks? Was I right, or was I even more right? How about it, Ryan Warsofsky? Didn't I tell you to play Shakir Mukhamadullin a lot more? Didn't I say that it's a tragedy that the San Jose Sharks have mishandled the development of Shakir Mukhamadullin? Didn't I say a couple days ago that Shakir Mukhamadullin should not be scratched? He should not have his foot out the door. We should not be trading him. He should not be a part of some other team's young core. He should be a part of our young core. I said all that, and what happened? Shakir Mukhamadullin makes one of the most amazing defensive plays we've seen all season long. Right as the Oilers were about to score, skip pass by the net, Mukhamadullin somehow, some way, with his leg kicks the puck. I mean, it was incredible. And then the game-winning goal by Shakir Mukhamadullin a day after he was scratched. Turns out he had a baby. Or it turns out, yeah, he wasn't at practice for personal reasons because he had a baby. Congratulations to him, by the way. Shakir Mukhamadullin was the MVP of the game. He was the reason the Sharks saved their season. Wow, what a game, y'all. I didn't even introduce myself yet. What's going on, everybody? My name is Isaiah Leong, and I am the host of the What the Teal Puck podcast that you can catch starting in March, actually. So starting tomorrow, we'll start having some stuff on our YouTube channel. We'll have a YouTube channel, Facebook, all that good stuff. So make sure you guys check that out. I'm at the BART station right now. Waiting to catch a train. Figured, you know what? Let's do a post-game show while we're waiting. Train's not here yet. So let's get into what was, in my opinion, and then there's been a lot of great wins this season. Like, you can count the Kings win. You can say the Panthers, us sweeping the Panthers. You can say the game against Dallas where we rallied back. We were down, came back, tied the game, then was down again, tied the game, and then rallied in overtime to win on the Toffoli game-winning goal. But you look at this game, and I think this game had a lot of meaning to it, right? Because the Sharks, remember, the last time we played Edmonton, we were in Edmonton. We were rolling. Everybody was talking about us. You know, we looked like we were headed to the playoffs. We were, front runners for one of the wild card spots and things like that. And then it all came screeching to a halt when we were actually up 3-0 in that game in Edmonton. We're up 3-0. It looked like we're going to close it out, and just in heartbreaking fashion, the Oilers showing their experience, showing their grit, showing their tenacity, showing their, why they are the two-time back-to-back Western Conference champions. They come back and win that game. It was one of the most brutal losses I've seen in my career watching hockey. And quite frankly, I think that it left the boys shell-shocked because, what happened after that was they just started to go down, down, down. They didn't show up against Calgary. And then they, fought hard against the Avalanche. Didn't win that game. The Blackhawks game, I forgot, in the middle, sandwiched in between the Flames and the Avalanche games. They should have beaten the Blackhawks. They should have beaten the Flames. They could have gone on a little win streak to end the first half. But instead, they went on a 4-game losing streak to end the first half, putting a dent in what was otherly a really good first half, a really surprising first half for the San Jose Sharks. And then, they come out flat against Calgary to start the second half, and you're wondering, like, oh my God, they're spiraling out of control. Like, what's going to happen now? There's talks that, we're looking to trade Mario Ferraro and Henry Liljegren and Kiefer Sherwood, who we just got at the trade deadline. Like, everything just looks like it's kind of back to last year. We're just losing. We can't play defense. Like, things are spiraling out of control. But then I woke up late this afternoon. I woke up late this afternoon. I watched the game, and I was like, damn, the San Jose Sharks, like, am my eyes playing with me? Like, I put on my glasses, and I was like, is my glasses working? Are my glasses freaking working, y'all? Like, the San Jose Sharks have a 3-1 lead against the Edmonton Oilers in the first period. Are you freaking serious? Like, are my glasses playing with me? Like, really? And then it was true. Like, Macklin Celebrini, Michael Misa with goals, amongst others. I think I'm forgetting a couple. Barclay Goodrow had a goal late. But so they had a 3-1 lead, right? And this team, with a 3-1 lead, you're like, oh my God, the Sharks have a 3-1 lead against the Oilers. Hopefully they close it, right? Because that's the thing against Edmonton last time was, look, they had the lead. They were playing really well. They just couldn't close the deal. They didn't do it like that song, closing time. Like, they didn't do that. So you look at what the Sharks, so I was worried. And then the Oilers, obviously being the team that they are, the great team that they are, they score a goal in the second period, but the Sharks are able to keep them at bay for the most part of that second period. And then in the third period, Oilers tie the game. And you're like, oh, shoot, here we go again. The baby Sharks, they don't know how to win yet. They're not ready for the big moment. They're going to lose. But give the Sharks credit. They rallied, right? After Edmonton tied it up at 3, they score a goal again. And then right after that, instantly, the Sharks give up a goal to Edmonton. And it's 4-4, and you're like, oh, shame. Oh, my God. But then Shakir Mukhamadullin with the goal, with about, I think it was like 9 minutes left in the third period. And then you're like, okay, 5-4, but you're like, you got to play defense. This is where it gets tricky. Like, close the deal, Sharks. Close the freaking deal. And then they get a penalty with about like a minute something left in the game. And you're like, oh, no, man. They're going to blow it right now. They're going to let Edmonton tie it, and they're going to let Edmonton score and probably win the game. Like, I've seen this movie before. But credit to the Sharks, they didn't do that. The boys held on. They killed the penalty, and the San Jose Sharks win the game, snap a 5-game losing streak. And honestly, I'll tell you guys this. This is going to be a win that propels the boys moving forward, because I can sit here and say that the loss to Edmonton, that first loss to Edmonton before that, when we were rolling, that really left the boys shell-shocked, and they needed some revenge. They needed some redemption. And now I think, like, they know in their hearts that, hey, we can play with Edmonton. We can play with the team that we're trying to be in the next few years. We're that damn good of a team, okay? Let's keep our head up, and let's keep chasing this thing. And let's get back to what we were before that tragic Edmonton game about like a few weeks ago. So, what a win by the Sharks. I mean, just outstanding game defensively, very clutch, which is something you did not see in the first game against Edmonton. Just very clutch. Connor McDavid had no goals in this game. Great job by the Sharks to get him off the scoring sheet. He did have the 3 assists in the game, but look, Connor McDavid, he's going to do great things, right? Because he's a damn good player. But for you to be able to keep him off the scoreboard, to keep him off the scoring goal sheet, it's amazing. Great job defensively by the Sharks. Askarov with clutch save after clutch save after clutch save. Mukhamadullin, I mean, I can't say enough about this guy. He had such amazing defensive play where he sticks out his leg and kicks the puck, like right as it's gonna go in. Like, the guy has a free shot, and he somehow just sticks his leg out, and it clanks off his leg and misses. Like, that was just so clutch by Shakir Mukhamadullin. This is why you got to play Shakir Mukhamadullin more often, because like I said, when the Sharks have Mukamadulin on the ice, the Sharks are actually a pretty solid defensive team. Look at the stats. Look at the plus minus. They are a pretty solid defensive team. Without him on the ice, the results are bad. They're really, really bad. Look, you're a young team. You're trying to be a team. You're trying to develop your players, and you're trying to develop your young guys. Like, let the young players play, Ryan Warsofsky. Let Mukamadulin play. Let this be the start of something great for Shakir Mukamadulin. Let him have a long leash. Let him make mistakes. Let him, learn from his mistakes, because he's only going to get better and better and better, because like I said, he needs to be part of our young core, not part of someone else's future and their young core. So play Shakir Mukamadulin more often. What a game by Shakir Mukamadulin. Macklin Celebrini, what a goal by him. I mean, the goalie loses his stick, and he's able to get it right by the goalie as he's trying to get his stick. I mean, he just can't make that stuff up. Michael Misa, let's talk about him. What a goal by Michael Misa. Like, right spot, right time. That's the third goal of his career for Michael Misa, third of the season, obviously. But, I've seen a lot of growth out of Misa. I've seen a lot of progress out of Michael Misa. He might not be there, like, scoring goals-wise, but you can see it. Like, the pressure he's putting on the defense, the passing from Michael Misa. He's learning to play at the NHL level, and you're seeing that the last 10 to 12 games that he's played, he's gotten better and better and better. He's been a force to be reckoned with the last 12 games. The game against Calgary, like Ryan Warsofsky said, he was one of the most aggressive players for us in that game, and he was outstanding in that game, despite not scoring a goal, despite not having despite only having 1 point. He had a point in that game. So Michael Misa, he's going to have a long career ahead of him. He's going to have a great career ahead of him. And he is going to shine, and we're going to need him. We're going to need him, even though he's a rookie. So Michael Misa, I want to give him a lot of credit. I want to give him a shout out here. Colin Graff, I also want to give him a shout out, because he had some really outstanding looks. He was very aggressive. Defensively, he was tremendous in this game, stealing the puck away. He had a couple great looks that just did not go in. But hey, Graff, what a great game. Will Smith had a pretty solid game for the Sharks. He had a point, I think. And then I want to give credit to Kiefer Sherwood. Kiefer Sherwood, it looks like he's acclimating, good Lord, acclimating to the Sharks right now. He's learning how to play with guys like Macklin Celebrini and Will Smith. And look, there's an adjustment period when you get traded from a team to another team. So I thought he looked pretty solid on the ice. But overall, though, the boys just had a different pep to their step. They had different energy about them. They looked faster in this game than they looked on Thursday. And it was good to see. It was good to see. Now they play Winnipeg. Take care of Winnipeg. Go into Monday on a 2-game win streak, and everything feels so much better in San Jose. I mean, everything's already feeling so much better after a win over the Edmonton Oilers, which is a team we haven't beaten in a very long time. But great win by the Sharks. Good seeing a lot of progress out of these young players that we have. Shakir Mukamadulin, like I just can't sing enough of his praises. Outstanding player, young player. Ryan Warsofsky needs to play him a lot more moving forward. Play him instead of the vets. Come on, man. Let him play. Play Mario Ferraro. Mario Ferraro is good. Liljegren, the other guys, just play Shakir Mukamadulin. Please. That's all I ask from Ryan Warsofsky. But gonna give out a couple MVPs of this game before we sign off for this post-game show. I appreciate everybody staying up pretty late to tune in to this post-game show, as I do have to catch a train. But I want to give obviously number one MVP, Shakir Mukamadulin. Like that clutch save when you knew Edmonton was almost certainly going to score. That clutch save, amazing job by Shakir Mukamadulin over there. And then the game-winning goal. I mean, what a moment by Shakir Mukamadulin. Like, you can call that his breakout game. You can call that his game to send a message to Ryan Warsofsky, the entire Sharks coaching staff, and the front office. Like, play me. I need to be a part of your young core moving forward, not on a different team. Like Shakir Mukhamadullin, play Shakir Mukhamadullin. That's all we ask here in San Jose. He's a difference maker for the Sharks when he's out there on the ice. So play him, Sharks. And then I want to give the second MVP. I mean, we've given Macklin. You can say Macklin. You can say Misa. You know what? I'm going to give it to Michael Misa. You know, Michael Misa had a goal in this game. You know, he had a couple of other great looks that could have easily gone in as well. I mean, the guy could have had a hat trick in this game, but Michael Misa, you're seeing the progress from him. You're seeing development. You're seeing just him getting the hang of playing now in the National Hockey League. So definitely want to give him a lot of credit and a lot of love. And then I think I also want to give Yaroslav Askarov. You know, the goalie has gotten a lot of hate from me in recent times, but I got to give him a lot of credit. He made some really clutch saves late in the game when the Sharks, I mean, even though he gave up 4 goals, he was clutch when he needed to be clutch. And that's why we pay top. That's why goalies exist. Okay, their jobs is to like, hey, I know you're not going to pitch a shutout every single day, every single game, whatever. No, just be clutch and let's win the ball game or let's win the game. And that's what they did. So those are my 3 MVPs of the game. Shakir Mukhamadullin, number 1, Michael Misa, number 2, and Yaroslav Askarov, number 3. And folks, Sharks and Winnipeg tomorrow, like I said, beat Winnipeg. And things feel a lot better and we're back in the race. But yo, for one night, for just one night at least, we are back in the playoff race. The season is saved, baby. How about them Sharks, man? Let's freaking go. But anyways, guys, it's been a great night. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to this show. What a game. Let's get it again tomorrow with the Sharks and the Winnipeg Jets from the SAP Center at 1 p.m. Pacific time. It's going to be a great game. Cannot wait for it. But until then, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and let's get it again tomorrow. Sharks and Winnipeg Jets coming your way from the SAP Center.